South Africa is moving to urgently tighten oversight of cryptocurrency assets after a proliferation of scams. South Africa's banking regulator, the Prudential Authority, has set a 3 to 6 month framework to finalize regulations on the assets. Correspondent Sumitra Nido has the details.
Illicit activity leading to large sums of money involving cryptocurrencies disappearing in recent years have forced financial state institutions and regulatory bodies to reconsider their previous approach to leaving digital currencies unregulated.
I think that we are closer than many other marketplaces are. I think the Reserve Bank was very quick off the mark, but I think that's commiserate with much of South Africa's history in that we do tend to be early adopters of regulation, for better or for worse. So some of the better things there is, of course, you have tighter capital controls and more control of your economy and more transparency and more efficacy in dealing with economic crises, for example.
A new working paper on regulating cryptocurrencies has been released and is expected to influence South Africa's next steps in dealing with digital currencies.
We agreed that banning crypto assets would not be appropriate given the propensity such action might have in driving activity underground. Then also, I think, as well reported in recent months in the South African press and even internationally. So I suppose in view of the various suspected fraud and or scam related events, particularly involving crypto assets that have made the news over the last few months, doing nothing is also not an option.
Authorities are currently looking for the founders of a Johannesburg-based crypto company after $3.6 billion of investors' money disappeared.
So that's quite a challenge that regulators have to get a balance between making sure that you're giving enough space for young things to grow, but also not allowing things to move too fast. Our Reserve Bank is looking to start cracking down on the crypto space. I think that it's perhaps in this case maybe a little too late, but going in a bit too strong.
The Intergovernmental FinTech Working Group was established in 2016 with the objective to create a forum for regulators to gain deeper insights into FinTech innovation and safeguard customers' interests.
So each individual's kind of regulator or IFWG member, there is already the conceptual agreement and buy-in that they would take forward the recommendations and implement them as it pertains to their area of responsibility.
The recommendations focus on consumer protection and how to bring crypto assets within the domestic exchange control framework. The working group says there will be a multi-speed approach to implementation over the next 6 months.